friends, how are you? I didn't know you were there. I was having a little snack. I was having, actually my favorite treat, I was having some ice cream. But something happened to my ice cream. It's starting to get very wet and runny. I think it's starting to melt. This ice cream kind of reminds me of the experiment we're going to do today. I'm going to go put this down. We're going to make something called Oobleck. And Oobleck is really cool because Oobleck is like slime, but a lot less messy. Let me show you how to make Oobleck, and you guys can have fun with it too. And Oobleck is really cool because Oobleck can be hard, like a solid table, or like this tray, or my spoon, something you can pick up, or it can be wet, like water, or my melted ice cream. It can be both. Let's check this out and see if Oobleck can actually be a solid and a liquid. So we're going to first start with a couple of tips for everyone. First thing I really suggest is get a tray to do your Oobleck on. This will make your cleanup so much easier because, as you can tell from Miss Debbie, it can get a little messy. But the great thing is you just wipe it down. Get a tray, makes your life a lot easier. Second tip I'm going to tell you about is instead of mixing this in a bowl, use a Ziploc bag. This will make your life so much easier. Mixing Oobleck in a bowl can be a little hard because it almost gets like cement at the bottom. It's really, really hard to mix. If you do it in a bag, you can do it all by yourself. You don't need anybody to help you, and it squishes up really good. So let's go ahead and get started on our Oobleck, and I'm going to give you a few more tips. So to make Oobleck, we're going to open up our bag. We're going to get it ready. We're going to get a grown-up to get your bag so it stands up on its own, or you can ask the grown-up to hold the bag for you. So you want to get your bag all ready, almost like a little bowl, okay? And we're going to start putting our ingredients to experiment with our Oobleck inside our bag. Now, this is not like baking where everything has to be exact. We are experimenting here because we're scientists, and so we're going to see what's going to happen. We're going to guess what's going to happen. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to get a cup, and we're going to fill our cup with our cornstarch. Now, before you put it in, go ahead and take a feel. How does that cornstarch feel? It's really smooth. It's kind of nice, actually. It feels good. We're going to go ahead and fill our cup up with our cornstarch. You can dump it, but it kind of gets all over the place when you dump it, so it's totally up to you. Again, it's really easy to clean up. You don't need soap, just wipe it down. We're going to go ahead and fill this cup up with our cornstarch, and then we're going to dump it in our bag. And I got a tray here, so look at, I'm getting my cornstarch all over my tray. That's okay, because I'll just throw my tray in the sink. It makes it for really easy cleanup. So go ahead, cornstarch in your bag, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we can use the same cup. We're going to start to put some water in here. Now, you know the recipe says a cup of water, but let's experiment a little bit because I have found that's almost too much. Let's start with just a half a cup of water, okay? So we're going to see about a half a cup there, and we're going to go ahead and mix that in. And what we'll do is we will squish it up, and if it feels the way we want Oobleck to feel, which again is it's hard, but it's wet, then we know it's ready. But if it's too wet, then we can add more cornstarch. If it's too dry, if it's too crumbly, we'll add more water. So let's go ahead and get the air out. So we're going to grown up to help you kind of get the air out. And zip it up. And now we're just going to squeeze it. And you kind of feel it. It's hard in there, isn't it? It's getting mixed in with the water. You're kind of squishing it around. And you want it to all mix together really well. You basically want the cornstarch to dissolve in the water. And by looking at this, I'm going to guess I need more water because it still feels really hard, really crumbly, and it looks very powdery. And we want it to not look powdery. We want it to look shiny and kind of wet. So see how it looks still like powder? So let's add a little more water and see what happens. All right. I'm just going to dump this right in. So we're going to add a little bit more. So let's go ahead and put this on a tray and see what happens. Are you ready? So you tell me, does this look like a liquid to you or a solid? What is happening? It looks like a liquid to me. Let me get this off. I'm gonna kind of mix it in some more. I can pick it up with my hands. Can you pick up water with your hands and hold it in your hands and make a ball out of water? No. But wait, it's dripping off my hand. It's still having the properties of a liquid, but I can do it with it. I can pick it up. Let me know how your experiment turned out. If yours was sticky, if it was wet, if it was dry, if you added more water, if you made it a color, if you could pick it up and make a ball out of it. But let me know how it came out. Let me know if you had fun with it, and enjoy. You guys have a great weekend, and I cannot wait to see all my friends next week. All right, friends, you take care. Bye now.